The way that Polylang works is it lets us create versions in other languages of all the pieces of content that we have on our website. So we're going to start with our categories, and we are going to create Korean versions of each of these. Now, the way that we do it is by using this plus symbol. So we're going to start with intro, and we're going to call it intro-kr. I before had it as the Korean word for intro or introduction, but it made things a little bit tricky to navigate. So this isn't actually being seen on the front end, so it's really just a reference for us. So I'm going to say intro-kr for the slug, and then for the description, I can just leave that empty. We've got it empty here as well. So for our locations, I am going to add a Korean version of that. I'm going to call it locations-kr. The same again for the slug. And then the description, I am going to get that from our finished piece here. Now I'll give you the link for this so you can go, and rather than using the copy.txt files as a reference, instead I think it's probably easier to do it visually and then copy over the bits that we need. So what we need is our category description for locations. So that's going to be our bit of text here. So our section heading, let's copy that into there. Perfect. And then lastly, we're going to do our menu. So it seems it's uncategorized. So we're going to call this one menu-kr, menu-kr, and the description is going to be menu. So we'll update that. And we are looking good. So we have intro, intro Korean, locations, locations Korean, menu, and menu Korean. So far, so good. What we're next going to do is to convert our posts. So for that, we're just going to click the plus button here. So we'll start with blood sausage, and we're going to reference it from here. So blood sausage, there we go. So we're going to grab that one, grab what it says in here, and that's going to be our title. So the actual name of the food in Korean. Then our content, we need to add that in again. So it's going to be 3001. And you can see it's already attached the featured image. So it's kind of linked the two posts together. And it's also automatically put it in the menu Korean category. So that's all we need. We can publish that one. And if you kind of got the idea of what I've done just there, this is what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of this video. I'm just going to step through and add the translations for these. So what do we have here? This is, we can do it actually by the image. So it's our second one. Perfect. And then I'm going to grab 3001 again, publish. And then we have fish cake. Oh, we just did fish cake. So we can see if we have an edit icon, we've already added one. If we have a plus icon, we still have one to add. So stir-fried rice cake. So let's look out for stir-fried rice cake. Perfect. The title, the content, which is the price, publish that. Now we have to do fried seaweed roll. So plus icon. These look like fried seaweed rolls to me. Oh, title. We've accidentally got the number in there. So title, price, publish. You can see this is actually quite fast, given that we don't really have too much content. Mini gimbab. So let's grab that. Title. Make sure we don't paste the number in there accidentally. Price. and publish. What do we have last? Rice cake skewer. So we're going to add that. Where do we have? There we have it. So title, price, and publish. So now if we go to our site, we see everything in English. But if we go to /KR, let's see what happens. So we are seeing something different down here. So it's reading that when we have the URL, we are getting a Korean version of our content where it's available. So what we're going to do in our next video is to continue with what we're currently doing. We're going to convert our menu at the top here, which you can't currently see, but we'll bring it back. And we've also got something updated there. So this is working. We're going to update our intro and our location info as well. It's actually not too much work involved with doing that.